going on, everybody? My name is John Serwin and this is my kitchen. Welcome. Today I'm going to show you how I turn these hopefully everyday, ordinary, normal kitchen items, except for this is lemon juice, but you know, use the juice of a lemon. Lemons just aren't that great right now in wintertime in Chicago. Into this homemade mayonnaise. Avocado oil, olive oil, apple cider vinegar, Dijon mustard, lemon juice, salt, and oh yeah, forgot, an egg. Turn that into homemade mayo. Coming up, stay tuned. All right, folks, so to make some homemade mayo, I like using all my measurements, maybe almost all of them. I like to do through grams on a scale. So I'm gonna end up just taking a cup and a half mason jar. I'm going to pour in 200 grams, well, let me zero this out. So a cup of avocado oil is about 225 grams. I am going to just put in 200 grams because I will have 25 grams of olive oil. Olive oil is a pretty strong flavor. If you like that flavor, feel free to make your homemade mayo with that. But unless you're using it for dressings or, yeah, I guess Caesar dressing, ranch dressing all the time, I like using the mayo for a lot more things. I like to say this body is built by mayo. Yeah, so I use a neutral flavored oil, and I like to avoid seed oils. So trying to do this upside down. Let's see how well I do. So far, so good. Let's not jinx myself. Hey, 200, all right. I don't know if you can see that. Let's hope you can, because that's the whole point of me trying to do this, to show you. Let's see. Whoop. I don't know. I hope you see it. Anyway, so 200 grams of that. I'm gonna do one whole egg. Some recipes call for just an egg yolk. I've come to find out one whole egg seems to do well for me. Then I'm gonna measure out 15 grams or 1 tablespoon about of Dijon mustard. The thing about Dijon is it's got emulsifiers in there, so this fat and oil and a little bit of water and vinegar, I guess, are going to have to emulsify and keep together. That's the whole plan of action. I've made so many mayos where I've screwed it up and yeah, it does not, it just literally is like whipped oil. So we're gonna hope that doesn't happen to me this time. But to ensure that doesn't happen, a little bit of Dijon mustard, not only does it bring some flavor, but it also brings some emulsifiers. So yeah, we're gonna go shoot for 15 grams. Sorry if it probably looks disgusting, but you know, can't be beautiful all the time. And one more. All right, good enough. 15 grams, zero out yet again. Now this is gonna be the one time, I shouldn't say one time, but this will be the time where I go with 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar and 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. I like both the acids. You need some acid in there to give it a little bit of flavor. I mean the acid from the Dijon mustard, it's there, but why not add a little bit more? So you got 2 teaspoons apple cider vinegar. And then I usually use fresh lemons, but it's kind of winter here right now in Chicago and lemons aren't the greatest. So I found a pretty good, just pure lemon juice. So I'm gonna go in with that. Well, that's probably a little bit more than we'll call it 2 teaspoons and a touch. How about that? Next, we'll go in with only 2 grams of some nice salt. I use, what is it, Redmond's Ancient Salt. Give it a nice little, yeah, so you gotta salt everything, right? Salt brings out the flavor in everything. So the best way I found to do this is, I've tried it in a blender, I've tried hand whisking it. What I would highly suggest, and the best way I found to do it, immersion blender. It is fantastic. And I mean, as you can see right now, not sure if you can tell, hopefully so, all of the oil is now on top and everything, you can see it striated right here. Let me see if I can get a better angle for you so I can show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get this for you, but yeah, if you see now the egg, the salt, the mustard, the apple cider vinegar, and the lemon juice, it's all striated now. Oil is all gone to the top. That's pretty important. You wanna let that happen. All right, so now the last thing I'm gonna do is just drizzle in. I've tried to do this. I'm not skilled enough yet. You know, like I said, I like to say I'm your guide, not your guru. I'm no expert. I'm learning as I go. I'm gonna just drizzle in right now 25 grams of some good extra virgin olive oil, and that should incorporate itself in. I know some people can drizzle it in while immersion blending. Just not that good yet, not that skilled yet. It'll come one of these days though. And let's see, we are at 24. Oh, yeah, 25, perfect. Now, gonna take it off this, get rid of our scale, it's done its job. Now, take our immersion blender, kind of important, I guess. A good rule of thumb is and I did not measure. That is awesome. Well, I'm gonna have to transfer this to another vessel. I was hoping this glass would be like really cool to be able to show you, but whoops-a-daisy. Let me transfer it to another vessel, let it settle, and then I'll just have to transfer it to the glass when done. All right, give me a moment. All right, and we're back in a new vessel. Let's see if I can get this shot for you guys, but yeah, I'm gonna go all the way down, kind of cover that egg yolk right away. And then I am just gonna turn it on and have it whip until it starts emulsifying. Don't bring it up until it starts really emulsifying like this. Making some movement. All right, I'm gonna bring it up. Looks like we've achieved emulsification. Yeah, I'd say that's the consistency of mayo. Let me see if I can take this apart. I do have a nifty little spatula, like a tiny little spatula. Look at this thing, huh? Let's see if I can get in there. Get all that stuff off of there. All right, I'm gonna transfer this to a nicer looking bowl. And yeah, that's the process. It actually worked this time. So yeah, we'll show you guys here. Now I transferred it into, remember that jar earlier where my immersion blender didn't fit? Well, that's a perfect example. I am no expert, just your guide. So mistakes like that are gonna happen. And yeah, goes to prove you how real life, right? I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot. Oh yeah, sometimes I keep a spoon in here. Don't judge me. But yeah, let's see how this turned out. Yeah, I mean to bash on anyone else's like the major, mayonnaise out there, but man, if you do that, I think you're gonna enjoy it thoroughly. Now, you can turn this into salad dressings, burger sauce. I personally, this get me, what, a cup and a half maybe? I don't make it too far in advance, so I would imagine you could probably hold on to this for at least 10 days to 2 weeks. At the very least, I'd say a week. But big shock, and I guess this will be a big shock to everybody out there. When there's mayonnaise around, it doesn't last long in my household. So yeah, very happy with how it came out. I'm gonna be doing more of these videos, some cooking videos, some sauces, show you the condiments. I like making condiments. I like making ketchup, mayonnaise, American cheese, confit garlic, you name it, mustards. I'll hopefully be able to show you guys all that. I'll be putting out a video a week, so subscribe and feel free to come along on my journey. One last thing I did want to say is that what kind of motivated me to start this channel is I love cooking, and I think human interaction in cooking is fantastic. So I have a great quote that I learned, and it's when you're cooking, it's just food and ingredients until you sit down and enjoy it with loved ones. Then it's a meal. All right, guys, thanks for coming by. We'll see you soon.